Okay, folks, with a lot of people being pissed off and just too through with Andi allegedly getting it on with Gary yet again in the promo for season 5, there have been some who have speculated that perhaps Andi is just dreaming. I mean, put it this way, there have been those who have been saying, hey, this could be a setup, because of the whole Karen telling Andi to get the last laugh on Gary, and we know that Gary's trying to sue Andi. And, between all the smoke and mirrors of both of their agendas, it's possible they find their way back to each other. And they'll last maybe all but one episode. Then they're back at each other's throats, hating each other again. I don't know. But regardless, I want to just do a quick video about the dream thing, because it actually could make sense. Remember that, if I remember correctly, it was the season 3 finale when Andi was having, we didn't know it was technically a dream until the beginning of season 4. But, Andi, Robin were in bed together. And then Robin was like, I would like to do it again. Look over to the door. It opens and Gary comes out. And then she wakes up. It would actually be interesting if the same thing kind of happened again, but different. This time it was actually Andi and Gary getting it on. And then Robin was the one to come in. But because I said in my other video about the whole sex thing, and I'm like, Gary couldn't even sit in the same spot where Andi and Robin did it in the penthouse, yet you're telling me he's able to be in that same spot now doing the do and Andi. Unless it was a scenario where it's like, oh, Gary wants to mark his territory. But I think a dream sequence would be interesting, because while they're getting it on, maybe she has the hidden desire to have a threesome with Robin, and then Robin, dings and comes through the elevator. Or it could be even better where it's like, Andi, we get a look into Andi's mind and the inner turmoil of wanting both men, but she can't choose. And that's why she's always doing this like tug of war between Gary and another man, because she can't decide who she wants to be with. What's the expression, have her cake and eat it too? Or in this case, her being eaten. She wants both men. But I think it goes back to what I said a few weeks ago about the whole, what if Andi loses everything in season 5 because she's messing around for boss now? I think it will be interesting if Robin actually shows up in the midst of Gary and Andi getting it on, and maybe we think it's a dream or something, but it's actually reality. Now, the only reason I don't see that happening is because it's been well established in the show. But then again, when has Tyler Perry not avoided, neglecting or following the rules he sets up in his own writing? But we know that everybody who comes into the penthouse has to be buzzed up. So the doorkeeper, whoever, they call Andi, tell them who's there, and ask for permission to be buzzed up. And if they do get buzzed up, they get to come to the penthouse via the elevator. I don't know if that would happen with Robin, but given how powerful Robin is, you never know. I think it'll be pretty interesting, though, because Robin has been there before, but then again, a lot of the other, like the girls and whatnot, they've been there multiple times, and they've all needed permission to be buzzed up. But again, let's just say Robin has that kind of pull. And in the midst of Andi and Robin getting it on, bing, Robin gets off the elevator, and things just start to, get out of control from there. So do you think Andi could be dreaming about this whole scenario with her and Gary getting it on? Or do you think this is just real and Gary and Andi are just doing the same old thing since season 1? Who knows? But in any case, that's all I really have for this particular video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.